Nobody saw the old title. Nobody saw that. Didn't happen. Nobody saw it. Title was the same and proper both ways. It totally didn't change it. It did not happen. Good evening, everybody. Apparently I'm just all over the place this week. Yeah, we're gonna have a fun night playing Warframe. We're gonna get through some more of the Warframe stuff that we gotta get through, and then we're gonna do something. It might be more Warframe. It might be us switching to fighting games. It might be us switching to Monster Hunter. I don't know yet. But, yeah, we're gonna be doing something for sure. I have a couple different thoughts about what to do. But before we get into that, I want to kind of talk about the schedule just a little tiny bit. Tomorrow, more Final Fantasy. Tomorrow, I'm going to probably be sounding very critical of how my preferred class plays, which is Pictomancer. Pictomancer got very heavily scrambled by Square Enix. They nerfed some things in ways they probably shouldn't have nerfed things, and buffed some things they probably shouldn't have buffed in certain ways they shouldn't have buffed them. And then they didn't account for other things that make certain things work. Which is to say, it's not great. I'm not huge on what they're doing there. It's not my favorite thing. So, ideally, we're going to be really assessing Pictomancer over the coming days, and then on Thursday we'll probably be passing judgment on whether I need to quickly slam level another DPS, whether I'm going to go a different type of caster, because I just don't want to fight with the nonsense that they've done to Pictomancer, or I might just play Pictomancer. We will find out on Thursday. Until then, I'm going to be largely assessing and figuring it out, and I won't really get a chance to play it until tomorrow. Yeah, beyond that, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Let's go ahead and get into Warframe. Where's my game? There it is. Undeafened.
Oh, hello?
Hello. Although I realize I need to
Are
run
you
and get
ready?
something. I will be 2 seconds.
Ichi, ni, san, yon. Okay, nah, I probably shouldn't do that. Alright, so moving on. You remember back when arbitration was endgame level 60 to 80 and you can't die? Oh. Where have those days gone? Don't answer that.
Alright, I return. I heard that counting.
You return.
Yeah, although need to hide that. Yuki cannot see that.
Before you
You
get any idea.
you give a Yuki an emote, and Yuki will want another emote.
I'm so glad we got our
Something,
hydrate
give a
emotes
mouse
like
a
that.
cookie. Oh yeah, no, I like
Give
the
up.
hydrate emote a lot.
I have no regrets over it. It's also universal. So like, if I'm upset at something and just want to convey the fact that I am drinking over how bad this is, I can do that.
Yeah, yours works well.
Get in. Find what you can.
Natar. I am in mere cipher to be cracked. Continue and humility. Abase yourself.
Are you getting Alpha or Bravo?
Even you.
Bravo, bravo.
Stand.
Alright then.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Out you. Is this one? Yep.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Ugh.
The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. Stay
Last time
focused.
I did this
There's a
on
heavy
stream, I
unit
forgot
approaching.
about my
The
ability that I've
console is nearby.
subsumed.
If you
I
trigger
just
the
kind of
alarms now,
like
the enemy will start destroying
did
data.
all the hacking manually, and I was like, what am I doing?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Um,
Privilege of being
I'll
this far
get
endgame.
I'll get through this. This is annoying. Oh, no, this is fine. I thought the water was gonna hurt me, and then the water didn't care.
No, this isn't Uranus
Boop, boop, boop,
where
boop,
it
boop.
can hurt you. Or it's where it's actually problematic.
Boop, 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 boop.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Tenno, I'm truly sorry for everything. I saw the truth far too late. She will never forgive me. But you will, won't you?
Ah. I'm so glad you convinced me to looking into the new gun. Dakota Toxicist?
It's very fun,
God,
isn't it?
It is. Oh god, I hate this room. Ah, this room sucks.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. It's just annoying. Annoying in the sense that it takes forever today. Unless you want to speed it up, by all means.
How do I speed it up?
By killing the other hacks. I thought I saw you in
I don't,
here.
I'm not. I was. I fell in the water. Nah, I'm being sneaky. I don't know what hacks there are to do in this room. I don't think I've ever done this room.
Oh. Okay. So once I open this up, I'll show you. There
Okie
are
dokie.
1, 2, 3. I believe there are
Data extracted.
3
The
hacks
one we
total.
know it's gone.
I traits, but no.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
Brother,
Speaking
where
of
are you?
Yuki,
unwell. I will burn the sickness
Okay,
out
so
of him
Achia,
if I have to.
you see the first waymark I put? I'll show you where they are. So this is the first one, right here.
Okay.
The second one is all the way up here in the back. Right here. So this console here.
Okay.
Third one, I believe, is this one.
Okay.
Fourth one is this one on the wall to open the door.
Okie dokie.
And the last one is the console itself.
Oh, easy enough.
So that's, yeah, it's easy enough. Especially with the fact that you can just
How are you
use
today,
the trick
Yuki?
bot. Hello. Requires. And hello, Yuki. I need just a moment to respond to someone on Discord.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay. I won't lie, it's actually pretty nice how they have so many different kinds of hack rooms. Each
Yeah,
of the
it's not
tiles
just always a
has their
jump
own different
puzzle.
one.
And I lied. I need to be back. Be right back one more time.
Okay. Ow, my head.
Okie dokie, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Welcome back.
That should be the last time I have to run around.
Oh my, what are you running around for?
Well, I wanted some ketchup. The first time was a drink. The second time was ketchup.
Okay, what's the third time? Oh, there is no third time. Duh.
There won't be a third time.
Wait. But what ketchup? Why do you want ketchup?
To dip things in?
What are you dipping in? What are you dipping?
Food?
Yes. I mean... Alright, okay. Yeah, that is how it
If
goes.
you must know, cheese curds. I have some Culvers.
Yuki, clip that. Yeah, cheese curds and ketchup. I don't know how to feel about this. It's
I don't
not
have
much
anything
of
else to dip it in. What would you dip it in?
gravy or curry.
What of your purpose, Natal? Were you sired only to be wet?
Fried cheese curds? Really?
Apes? Which of us truly?
Okay, what do you think I showed you last Friday with the curry? That's paneer cheese.
That's paneer, not fried. It's not fried. That's not fried cheese curds. That's paneer. An entirely different
You
thing.
can still the same concept.
Yeah, back me up on this. Like breaded and fried
Dad,
cheese
thank you for the
curds
lunch.
don't go in curry.
Well,
I
Indian
wanted
curry.
marinara sauce, but I didn't get marinara sauce.
Well, marinara sauce is not the same as ketchup, even though they're both tomatoes.
I wanted marinara sauce, but I didn't get any marinara sauce.
But that doesn't mean you can just substitute it with ketchup.
I absolutely can.
You don't have
and
any
did.
gravy with you?
I have. No, I don't keep gravy on hand. I usually make gravy to order.
And now is not a time to make gravy to order?
No, because I'm streaming, and this is food that I got from a fast food restaurant.
What
I don't understand what the problem-
Those fried cheese curds and don't have it with gravy.
I have a feeling we're talking about two different cheese curds here. I feel like you've never had the type of cheese curds that I'm talking about.
Okay, what kind of cheese curds are you talking about?
They're breaded and fried.
But I don't think at that point you call it cheese curds.
No, they're absolutely cheese curds.
I'm pretty sure there's like another name for it. Like specifically
curds.
cheese curds that are battered and fried. I thought they would have a specific name for it.
No, we're American here. We don't name things special stuff. We just call them cheese curds. Someone back me up here, please.
You see, when I thought you were eating cheese curds, I thought it would be like the curds on their own, like the stuff you put with fries and gravy.
No. It's like fried cheese curds. They're cheese curds that have been battered and fried.
Oh great, I forgot to switch out my... I'm still using Arcane Hotshot on Mesa.
They're still cheese
I
curds,
forgot to-
because cheese curds are the curd of a cheese. But they are... I should be using these pistols. Pistols would be very great here.
I mean, okay. Is mozzarella technically curdled cheese?
No, mozzarella is mozzarella.
So what's the difference between your cheese curds that are battered and fried and mozzarella that is battered and fried? I thought...
Because mozzarella's not a... Mozzarella isn't a cheese curd. Mozzarella is the cheese.
Look at that try-hard.
So why are they frying it and...
You're not likely to get mercy
Okay,
from someone
let me get...
who's
Make,
never been
let me
shown
make sure that I understand that poutine is using cheese curd, right?
I actually think, poutine is cheese curds, yes. It
Okay.
is the curd of a cheese. Is the problem here the fundamental misunderstanding of what the curd of a cheese is?
No, I think it was the fact that I didn't understand that it was breaded and fried. So when you said cheese curd, my immediate thought was, wait, are you eating poutine?
No. I'm eating, like, American fried food. Making
American food is
health
so
goals
weird.
everywhere. Yeah, but it's good.
Ah, I didn't say it wasn't.
American food is very much a it's either a product of the Great Depression or a product of someone being like, again, I'm hungry. That looks
Depressed.
tasty.
Either the Great Depression or someone's Great Depression.
I was talking with my parents about
tenacity.
about depression food when I was having lunch with them the other week. We had some talks about there were like two dishes my grandmother always brought to Thanksgiving. She always brought quote unquote salads, which if you know anything about Great Depression era salads, they are as far from the definition of a salad as you can ever get. Personally, it's an offensive thing to call them salads. They are made with Jell-O,
Oh, that, yeah.
or jelly as people in UK would call them.
And jelly with bits of whatever stuck in it.
Like fruit or, fruit or
Fruit.
veggie, literally whatever you wanted in it. And then you call that a salad. It's terrible. That, not the best thing. I mean, Jell-O with fruit in it is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with Jell-O with fruit in it. But Jell-O with anything else in it, like, there was a Jell-O with, like, tapioca beads and, like, pineapple. It was kind of offensively sweet.
Corn syrup. Oh, the corn syrup.
Yeah, I mean, like, not it like Jell-O, like the sweet and desserty salads were fine, but the non-dessert like ones were frankly just offensive.
I mean, the funny thing is, you say depression, but it also reminds me a lot of World War II era food.
Well, yeah, it's World War II and Depression era food. The other thing that she made that was actually really good was this dish that she made with pearl onions. It was basically just pearl onions and white sauce.
That's actually really good.
It was awesome. I loved that dish. Like, it was one of my favorites. But like, that's the grandmother on my father's side. To give you an idea of how different the foods that I grew up with were. Can I not reload? There we go. On my grandmother on my mother's side, we were eating regularly milanesas, empanadas, things like waffle were always on the table.
Hello,
Yeah,
Vespa.
very, very different set of foodstuffs. I'm doing really poor damage as Necros.
I think that's more that I'm just stealing all the damage. Like, your mobs have
You and
nothing
one
to
other
shoot.
person, yeah.
If...
Yeah, my mobs are kind of just loafing around in the middle.
Yeah, Mesa Savagos. Unsurprising.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes.
But yeah, just like, I think it's a funny contrast between the two sides of my family. One side of my family, we had like pretty heavily Depression era or World War II influenced food from grandma, and then the other side of it was very much Argentine. Lots and lots of Argentinian food.
Mm-hmm.
Cruel sister, Poppy, go again.
Now the question is, do I
Actually,
continue doing this as Mesa or as Saren? Given the fact that I do have an incredibly silly, I do have Mesa as my boost today.
On another note, I had empanadas for dinner or lunch on Saturday, and I was very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Very tasty.
Okay, how hard should empanada crusts be? I've had people in argument who said it should be like soft and flaky to hard and flaky to you can break your teeth on it.
So you want the band across, like if you're making a traditional empanada, you want well, the way I've always had them is it's a puff pastry, right? Like it's all puff pastry. So it should have the consistency and flakiness of a puff pastry. You don't necessarily want it to be dry, but then you do want the ridge at the top that you sealed it with. That can be hard and crunchy. So once you've cooked the whole thing and it's cooked through, you can put like the oven on brick. Well, no, not crunchy on the
inside.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna be soft on the inside, but in general, it should probably be soft throughout. It's just the braid across it is what you want to be crunchy. And there are different types of empanadas. If you're just having like a really basic empanada that's just like puff pastry wrapped around meat, sure, it can be soft all the way through.
Okay, I have some words for the person who said, who insisted, and whenever they made it, it was like chewing through. I mean, it was more solid than a baguette. Let me put it that way.
Has been counting stars.
It was like eating a baguette.
Counted for.
Yeah, so having grown up eating empanadas made by a woman who immigrated from Argentina, generally they were huge. Like one empanada would fill you up. But like a traditional empanada, you want like the ridges across the top. Those can be crispy and crunch. Rest of the thing should be sort of like a pie. So you should sort of be able to like pick it up in your hand and take a bite, and it should be like nice and soft and have good texture throughout. And again, that ridge can be the crunch, and then whatever's inside of it, you want it to be soft, and the crust is thin. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of like shell to it.
Okay.
Like
that
you're not
means
having
I've
to
never had an
like
empanada like that.
It's not like someone has carved out taken a baguette and then squished the sides of a baguette open. It's more like someone has taken a bit of puff pastry and wrapped a giant wad of whatever they stuck in it around the inside the puff pastry.
Okay. The funny thing is, all the empanadas I had were all uniform in terms of firmness. So it was either, like I said, the baguette, or it was completely soft and like. What? Yeah, that actually wasn't even a puff pastry. I think it was almost like almost like barely formed masa. That was just barely holding its shape.
Yeah, go find an Argentinian restaurant in your area. I'm sure there's probably one or two. And just try them. Like they're really good.
You know, I'm kind of worried. I don't know if there are any. Anyways, enough food talk? Or maybe food talk is okay. I'm actually gonna look this up.
What are you gonna look up? Yeah, they should
If there
almost
are
be
any
like a pub pastry.
Argentinian-
Like, I'm sure there's one or two. I mean, if I've got an Argentinian place that I can go to, I've got a Chile place that I can go to. The Chilean food is amazing. It's one of my favorite places in town.
Actually, the closest one it's giving me is in bloody New York City.
Huh?
Oh wow.
I found like a whole bunch of them.
Near me? Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of little cafes.
I think I know what you're talking about, and yes, kind of not. And hello, Twitching. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Twitching. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. And yeah, definitely get some sleep.
Okay.
Hope you had a good stream today. Here,
All right.
I'm gonna send you a link because it won't. I can't talk more about it because it'll. I don't want to dox you. But here, have a link. It was productive in all the wrong ways. Aren't those the best kind of streams? What you and I spent the last like 10 minutes talking about empanadas.
Okay, I think I know. Like, the thread you linked to me, there's probably only 3 which are possible. The rest are still, like, an hour out from me. That is not, I do not consider that close.
Well, I'm sorry you don't live in the city.
Yeah, it's not your fault, but I'm just just so you know and for everyone else knows, I'm not in a big city. I'm not, how do I even call this quote-unquote city I'm in? Well, no, technically it is a city, but still.
You have more. You live in that city, which I think you live outside that city, but you live in a bigger city
live
than I
outside.
do.
But aren't you still like an hour out from a super major city?
Yeah, I'm an hour away, like 50 miles away from the capital city. Yeah.
Okay, the closest other city to me is an hour and a half. And even then, it's not. Anyways,
Yeah, but you don't live an hour and
approximation.
a half from. You don't live an hour and a half from the city you're in. We're gonna yap for another 3 minutes because we have ads.
Okay, sure. Sure. Yeah, but the next big
Yapping
city
has
is still
been
like
enforced.
an hour and a half. Yep.
Yeah, well, the
Enforced
next big
yapping.
city, yeah, but like I live along an interstate, and like I also I'm like sandwiched between a bunch of cities, but it's like 30 minutes to like two major cities. It's like 30 minutes. Another major city, it's like an hour. It's like 2 other major cities, it's like an hour. And then it's like an hour to the capital. But it's also like I'm not like I don't live out in the middle of. I don't live out in the middle of nowhere of where I live. I live in kind of the populous areas, and then I also don't live out in the middle of the hard-to-reach places in my state. Hard to talk about this without doxing myself.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess, you
Also,
know, when
Vesper,
you
oh my
talk
god,
about
take a break.
city... No, actually, the thing is, with Vesper, what Vesper's talking about, like, you can do a lich. If you're lucky, you can do it in an hour.
Oh yeah, I know, they're
Like,
really
it's an hour to
fast.
2 hours each. They're really fast. But again, for me, like, my sense of what a city is kind of really skewed. I mean, Tokyo's just a city, right?
Yeah, but Tokyo's gigantic. Like, Tokyo's a mega city.
That's the joke.
Tokyo
I
is
mean,
something
I would
completely
consider...
different.
I mean, I'd consider, like,
Navigation has been
Kobe
updated
a
with new
smaller-ish
regions.
city.
Chaos is spreading.
Kyoto is a smallish... Not a... Kyoto's a smaller
Your city is about... Your city has about 50,000 people on mine. The listed area... My city's bigger in terms of area, but only because my city did something devious.
Oh, no.
My
Did they
city
include all the
went
farms?
elbows out. No, they went elbows out and made a and made the area surrounding the city greenland. So they made it developable land on the edge, on the fringes of the city. So the city just went elbows out and just knocked everything like they wanted to disturb and sprawl from the city away.
My goodness.
My city's hilarious. I'm a big fan of the way my city is run generally. They do some really funny stuff. We've had, when Walmart wanted to build a super Walmart, the city was like, oh yeah, we'll totally approve a super Walmart. So they condemned their old building. And then they were like, and we've set aside some land that's 10 minutes out of town. Like, we have this patch of land that's, like, right on the edge of the city limits. You can have that. Like, oh, okay. Then Costco comes along and is like, hey, we want to build a Costco up here. And my city goes, yeah, okay. You can put that right here. Right just barely outside of the main portion of the town. Like, super easy and accessible to get to. 10 out of 10. City trolling major corporations in all the right ways.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when they said,
Not to
when he
mention my
said, oh, we
city-
put out the edge of town, I'm like, that's kind of where all the Costco's are, honestly.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Costco's not, like, in the center of town, but it is, like, they allowed it to be close. It's, like,
Whatever
right
Brazil
there.
may preach, Oriole and his fellow
It's
beasts are the
like,
ones
basically
destined
directly
to
south
rule.
of me.
Era is merely a tool to them. We must strike where we can.
I didn't get any of those headshots. Wow. Here we are.
Why does everything die so quickly? Life is too fragile.
I managed to get a couple headshots. My city also cost Comcast millions of dollars, and that's also very funny.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're, and I actually, like, I say this in some of the truest sense of the word. My city is strangely, like, liberal, socially, but actual conservative when it comes to, like, the way money should be spent, and does things in a way that is actually fiscally, like, financially responsible. Which
Got
is why
that?
it's very
Like-
funny to me.
Oriole is here. Strike fast, use cover, and do not let him heal.
come on, why am I sliding under the...
This way.
I keep... Get that way.
I was turned around because of where it put us in the room.
Yeah, likewise. That's why I kept sliding under the, Under the... I keep saying under the table in my mind. No, it's under the ramp.
This gate only opens
Alright,
the
going to
armor
Bravo.
flares. Tear the veils from deacons and use those.
I will come with you to Bravo. Everyone else went Alpha. But yeah, it's really, really weird to find a place that you're like, wow, I can see how, like, if someone, if like you actually implement like proper conservative ideas, that it can work. If you're not just a neocon and you're not just trying to make yourself rich, if you're trying to actually benefit the area you're in and trying to be like conservative about the money you spend and make it make sense, it works out really well because you tend to just like
We can probably stop it at that. Yes, so we don't get banned or anything.
we won't get banned. If Hassan doesn't get banned, we won't. Not like I'm saying anything radical. I'm saying like if you actually run your government and fight like responsibly and you do things that like you can be like, hey look, here's how this breaks even, or here's how this actually can work, and then we can put this money towards this. It works.
Yeah, but that's neither conservatism nor liberalism, really.
Not anymore.
Kind of my point. Political definitions are weird.
They're amorphic. They can change. The funnier one is how my city has really upset the company that runs the buses.
A new creation.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know how much of that
The,
comes from Ram's memories of Tau, and how
The
much
buses
compares
are
to
they were really upset. They raised the prices, and then we're like, oh look, now no one in the city rides the buses anymore. And the town government, or the city government was like, well, you raised the prices. You can't expect people to want to keep riding at those prices. If you lower the prices, you'll see an increase in ridership. And instead, the bus company was like, no, we'll just cut the buses. It'll be fine. And they started cutting buses. And so the city was like, hey, we'll increase ridership overnight. And then and the city was like, all rides are free in our city limits. And guess what happened? Ridership went up. Very funny.
My goodness.
My city doesn't care. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna wreck this. It'll be fine.
armor spine eyes have been torn out.
I was hoping more crit would help me as what I was doing here, but it didn't work out for me. Whee. Well, all this to say, I like where I live. 3-4 mine. Yeah, that's a lot. Look at that.
Forma. It's a lot, but yet
A
never
reward
enough.
and a half.
More like 3 awards, right? Well, yeah, technically, if you go by the silver level, the uncommon level Forma rewards, it is technically a reward and a half. Alrighty, what's next?
Well, we can go get a witch. We can do some circuit. We can go farm Aurican cells.
Oh. Okay, let's see. Let's see what if we do have.
We could also farm fissures for more prime stuff. We could go
Let me
bash our
see.
heads against Temple.
So we have a meso capture, a normal level meso capture, and a meso-level exterminate on steel path. I mean, we can do temple if you are. I don't know. Are you really interested in getting him at least? Getting him the normal way?
I mean, depends on how horrible the grind is, I guess. I don't like what you're implying by that statement.
Let me get my calculator. I don't know. Maybe me saying that does not invoke any sense of confidence. Oh,
No, that, you having to break out the calculator is, concerning.
okay. So how many copies of Temple do you want?
Ordis keeps a tidy ship. and
How many
is
David Bowie
therefore
albums are there?
reluctant to allow animals on board. In Ordis's experience, animals do not eat so much as reload.
I mean, ideally too, right?
Okay, he has 26 studio albums, 9 live albums, 2 soundtrack albums, 26 compilation albums, 8 EPs, 120 singles, and 6 box sets. So that would be a total of, well, if you want to strictly limit to albums, that would be 26 plus 9 plus 2 plus 26. That gives you 126. Really? No, that's wrong. Okay, let's try this again. 26 plus 9 plus 2 plus 26 gives you 63. He has 63 albums. And if we want to just keep it
Yeah.
that we don't have the EPs, we don't have the singles, and we don't have the box sets, and we're not going to include anything that was released after his death. That's 63 copies of Temple. It takes 300, assuming you get no drops of his items, that's 390 heartstrings, and you get about roughly 25 heartstrings per mission. So 63 times 390 over 25 means you're going to have to do about 983 runs total. So how does
That's
that sound to
achievable.
you? All right, let's do it. Let me switch to Mesa and
On a side
let's
note,
get going.
That's where this is what happens when I have had a rough day at work because I had to hold my tongue all day at work. All the sass builds up and I have to let it out somehow.
Yeah, I'm rolling up right now and trying to check her DMs. Like, which one was the issue today? Oh yeah, it's that one. Because
There's a
right now it's
couple
all
issues.
blending in my head.
I had a
It's all
day.
blending in my
Today was a
head.
day.
It indeed was a day. I still remember
I
the
hit
one
someone.
where
What?
I still remember the ones you were talking to me about on Sunday. That
Sunday was
indeed
also a day. But today was worse. I had 3 issues that required me to basically escalate immediately. In a row. One of those, the person I escalated it to, messaged me back and said, the nurse hung up on me. They're like, regardless, I fixed them. Like they, when I called them, they were like, well, this is a problem they have to fix. Like, this doesn't need me to be involved in any way. And then the nurse hung up on them when they told them that, so they had to fix it themselves anyway. I had a call this morning where we had an off-network PC that wasn't letting someone log in. My response is, well, it needs to come see the network, otherwise I can't influence something that's not next to me. They weren't big fans of that answer, which, I mean, that's cool. I don't really care that they're not big fans of the fact that they have to drive. They're the ones who are messing up their password enough to need a password reset. What weapon do I want to bring?
Did I not get how to connect it to the internet? You just put it.
You have to have
with
it
the
connected to the
prostitutes,
domain.
right? Oh. Well.
Anyway,
But- Yeah, go on.
yeah, in order for me to reset the password on a domain computer, I either have to provide them the the admin local password to get into a local account.
Absolutely not.
Scary to do. I'm not a fan of doing it, and I've never done it even though my bosses were like, you should probably do this, I've never done it. And I will continue to never do it. Even though I can reset that password, I'm never doing it. Anyway. No, we did that. And then, I was like, alright, well, if you can't get in, like, you'll need to bring it on site. And she goes, well, how come my computer would have done this? Like, I changed my password, now I can't my computer after restarting it. The unfortunate answer to that is that, like, the computer probably didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, cack.
There's a very obvious problem with the computer when you can't log into it. And so I was like, I mean, I don't know, maybe you typoed the new password? I was nice the first time. She was like, okay, well, I don't know, I've tried like 10 times to get in, I still can't get in, and I'm like, alright, that's cool, I don't really care. Like, you can come into work, you can come into the office, or you can continue to not work. That's really your choice. Your money, I don't really care. Like, not my job to enforce work hours on people. So, he calls back like 10 minutes later and is like, oh, I don't have to come in anymore, I figured it out. Oh, well, what'd you figure out? She's like, well, I just tried it again and it worked. And I'm like, oh, well, I mean, that makes it a little obvious what happened, huh? I just think that to myself and just kind of like quietly move, like, I'm prepared to move on. I'm prepared to let her be. Like, whatever, she's already mad enough at me because I was like, you have to drive your computer into work. No, she proceeds to ask me, how come it would have done this? Just doubled down. And I was like, oh god, I really want to just say, because you typed it wrong for 20 minutes. I held my tongue. I was a good little employee, good bean, and I said, well, computers don't tell lies.
I mean, sometimes, well, not technically a lie, but nowadays most things are shielded well enough from cosmic rays to prevent such issues like that. But we did go over it. I remember back in 20 years ago? No, was
generally,
10 years ago.
Generally, a computer will not tell a lie. It might be wrong, but generally a computer will not tell a lie. AI will lie to you.
Yeah.
However, a domain login AI does not make.
Shout out to my lovely friends providing security today.
But yeah, I had a really hard time not
reminded
just
me of
being like,
something.
I don't know, maybe it figured out how to type.
There's a quote, I have to look it up who said it, but it goes along, this machine. I hate this machine. It does exactly what I tell it to do, and not what I thought I told it to do.
That's pretty good. Funny enough, that does describe computers pretty well. And people always laugh when I am working on their computer. If something doesn't go my way, when my first response is, "Okay, computer, I wasn't asking," and then I make what I wanted to have happen. Like, people really quickly forget that, like, no. I am the master here. This is where I live. This is my specialty.
It's that scene from Hercules. Are we forgetting some itty-bitty little tiny detail here? I own you.
Oh, I try not to think about Kevin Sorbo. Oh, are you talking to her? You're talking about the Disney version. Never mind. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the Disney.
Okay, I was gonna say I try not to think about Kevin Sorbo or Sobo, whatever the heck his name is.
I'm glad I have no idea who that is.
He's the live-action Hercules guy. Whose main claim to fame is misreading his lines.
Was he the guy who shouted out that meme of disappointed?
Yes.
Ooh, the sea rat.
That is exactly who it is. He's the disappointed guy.
That will shut us up.
Are we just down here for the rest of the time?
Yeah,
I've never done this endless.
yeah, this is it. This is as slow as you go. Only Lua
Okay, I
has,
was wondering
like,
how
the
it would
third.
loop.
Now, have you done the ones in Lua?
David Bowie reassembles. Yeah, I've done the one on Lua, but I was just like wondering
yeah.
if maybe David Bowie reassembles it. Really? Really?
Yeah.
No, hold on. No, this
Yeah.
is stupid. No, hold on. You don't know what's happening. This is stupid. D, fix your shit. Also, we should play, we should see if Twitching's available to play Warframe someday.
Yeah, I think a lot of the issues that we have with labs is that just time. A lot of people are either like really before us, like Aeonics, or really after us.
Yeah, or, like, we've already planned stuff and we weren't in on the collab anyway.
Yeah,
But I think Saturdays are a good opportunity for collabs, but anyway.
definitely.
We've gotten Twerk all along for some monster hunting. That's always
Oh,
fun.
definitely.
Heck, we get Cap'n. You got Cap'n along. You want to talk about time zone differences.
Oh yeah.
Well, collabing with Cap'n's like collabing with I do.
And the other issue, that's not really an issue, but another thing is that some of our friends don't really play a lot of multiplayer games. Like,
Yeah.
Furia is mostly between, you know, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, and Cyberpunk. So, a little on the difficult side, although I think she has played, oh gosh, well, she has played some multiplayer, like one of those streamer games. I have no other word to use other than streamer games. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fair. I do think Repo would still be fun to get you into a Repo game with some people, but
Stop flare and
Repo I think is actually a better quote-unquote streamer game because it is actually a game. There's a game there. It's not just like random. Also, have you noticed all of the universal orbs everywhere? This is awesome.
Honestly, I don't mean to be mean, but kind of no. I think it's because on my end, I've just been instantly devouring them due to the fact that I just drain so much energy, especially since they don't have Archie Energizer on me right now.
I've been noticing that I've been picking up a lot of them.
Nom energy. I need so much
Too much.
energy. I need more power.
How am I playing this lazily and I'm still doing the second most?
Which is shocking considering we have Kalervo here. And
And
Saren.
considering that I am... Yeah, Saren Kalervo, and I'm playing a class that has no direct damage abilities. I'm playing a frame that has no direct damage.
Okay. Sonic, I think both of those do direct damage.
No, it
Not
doesn't.
a lot, but still does some.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It does exactly no damage. Yeah, it does no damage. It does
Okay,
reduce armor,
yours-
but
Enough of this. Ready?
Okay, it's just a steel type. It's a steel type, so not exactly a. I mean,
oh hey, pop it.
they're so silly.
You're wrecked, pop it.
I mean, it's like saying, Village does no damage.
Village does no damage. Village facilitates more damage.
Right, but Village just removes all shield, at least at a high enough level.
Yeah, but you don't get damage numbers from it. It's like saying Trick Attack does damage.
It does! It's 500! It's 500 from
Okay,
rear
Trick
and
Attack. Okay, maybe Trick Attack was a bad example. It's like saying Brotherhood does damage. Or
there we go.
that, or whatever tactics, whatever the scholar one is.
Key stratagem. You know, back in the day, Trick Attack wouldn't work if you actually didn't get them from the rear position.
I know. And you also, or you couldn't apply it unless you had the buff about being invisible.
Well, you can't even, it's not just being able to apply it, you can't even use it at all. Yeah, back in the day before you had, Recon, I think, doing that. But then you had Sneak Attack. Do you know what that attack was? For a rogue?
No, I don't. Not offhand.
The rogues had something called Sneak Attack. It was basically like, instead of doing Trick Attack, which is from the rear, it was just, yeah, Trick Attack, apply a debuff, plus doing damage. Sneak Attack was just pure raw damage. Like, I think it was like the strongest single attack it had in ARR. But the positional was from the front.
Ew, gross.
Yeah. It was only something that was kind of used when, you know, you were playing solo on the overworld. But, you know, when the NPCs taught you the move, they all joked about the fact that, you know, no one's expecting to get stabbed from behind. That's why this sneak attack is from the front. Sadly, they had to take that out
Give
because
him
no
back.
longer had that,
I freed my guy so I could refresh my my damaging decoy on him, and and their allies just tried to kill him.
Yeah, this is a good run.
I like that I
We're
can
about
armor strip
15
him.
minutes in. Yeah, this is faster than the old defense mode.
Oh, where's violence? Is violence on me? My violence, you are on me. Unfortunate for you. The heck is healing you? Where the heck did my buddy buddy go? Something killed my buddy. Wow, I'm actually kind of impressed. Or did violence turn my abilities off? Is that violence's fault? That might be
Yeah,
violence's
it's
fault.
violence. It's violence. Definitely violence.
I was like, wait, hold on, my buddy's got it. I thought that was like 100. Ooh, a stock.
Actually, do I have that?
I was like, I thought I had like 100 seconds on it left.
Okay, it's the barrel that I don't have. Yeah, that's where all the acolytes will turn off abilities.
Oh, I thought only certain ones did.
Not all of them do.
Oh, that's used to me.
Well, the thing is, we kill some of them so quickly that they don't have a chance. Also, it's like only within a short radius of themselves. Am I only violence this? Ah, they all did. Okay. Wait, is there actually tech right here? Do I need to start connecting this to melee?
I've seen a handful of tech rot. Time to take a bite of burger.
Well, there's some other fun moves back in ARR. So, I'm not sure if you remember the monk quest, like, or at least the Pugilist quests. So, Hamon Holy's Fist's signature move actually was not Demolish. It was Touch of Death, which was another OGCD dot that monk had that could be used on pretty much any other. It could be cross-class logs. Problem was, it was just so bloody expensive in terms of TP cost.
Send in a screamer.
I wonder if I can take over a screamer. Hold on. I want to do something. No, he's dead. Damn it.
Alright. I
wanted to do
I'll come
memes.
next time.
And now I have it stuck on my screen. Okay, it's fixed.
Yeah, Screamer shutdown abilities. Although I did. Are you sure? 'Cause
I
think
armor stripped
I had
him.
silence on him.
I armor stripped the last one. I would like
How many
to try
ribbons
to make a friendo and see if they became a friendo. There are so many ribbon slivers. I was about to say something about that earlier, then I was like, yeah.
We could dip into our back catalog.
Should we stay or should we go? We can go.
Yeah, if they're going, we're going. May as well. I wasn't at all pressured by the map, but good arcanes though.
Hamasato, Crepuscular. Yeah, we got a lot of arcanes. You should either have just enough to finish Maximal now, or if I gave you all of mine, you should be maxed out by now.
Something like that. You know
Let's
her?
see.
Ready to kick bottom.
That level Redeemer? That did
Okay.
level Redeemer. Yay! Need to level.
Let's see what. Sure, I'll bring this along. Wait a minute, this is a 40, so. Oh, yes. I will give you a valence. Although I think, if you don't mind, we can probably do some, I want to see what the current, bounty floor is for device. Oh, never mind, never mind. We can continue farming flare. I was thinking, oh, I need to cap out on Hex Wrap so I can buy myself another clamp, another vice, but no need.
Ordis is
Angry.
I may require maintenance after
It's
all.
now magnetic. Let's try this. Ready for another round? Oh, I
Yeah,
see
ready.
you are combining your. You know, I'm kind of upset there is no dual primary weapon. I want to have like dual Ichor, dual Toxica, and then a dual primary.
What would a dual primary look like? I just have to know.
Accept your death,
I don't know.
and you may yet avoid it. Trust
How would that
in
look?
your training.
They said that if we played, they'd kill us.
Did it? How?
Like Doom Guy? What happened? Sorry, I was drinking my milkshake.
Oh, when talking about what would it look like if we had double primary weapons, it would look like Doom Guy instead.
I can see that.
I have the overguard. Oh wait, it is 24. Okay. You just reminded me. The City of the Wolves, the Fatal Fury second open beta is starting on Wednesday, Thursday, 26th,
Oh, interesting.
basically.
I didn't get
So
a
if you
chance
wanna
to
try
play
that-
the prior one.
Yeah. Just the control scheme just kind of confused the hell out of me, to be honest. Like,
Trying to become a martyr.
how do I put this? It is light punch, light kick, heavy kick. So for me who's used to Street Fighter, it kind of like warps my head. And then it's not
Right.
it's not an ABC like it is in Guilty Gear. But the combo structure is kind of close to Street Fighter still. Where it's like normal into special, although some like light normals can go into heavy normals. So it's just kind of not in my head.
Just
It does not compute in my head.
What real vocals sound like?
Okay. Don't care, Matria.
You're going to die, 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 die.
Wait, am I supposed to give you going or what am I doing?
Yeah, go get him.
I was eating
Yeah.
a burger.
Well, I specifically held back on Peacemaker so you didn't get chunked immediately.
Have you looked at who I'm playing?
Oh. Okay. I forgot. I
Very
knew you would
confused
play
there for a
no,
moment.
but then I totally forgot.
It's like, what are you talking about? I'm letting you guys handle it. I'm playing Nova, so I can be a little lazy, and I have to kind of stick near the middle because I also know that enemies are gonna run right up on David Bowie here. And I have to make sure that the enemies that run up on David Bowie don't get to him.
Should we stay or should we go? I could actually make a good song.
Should we stay or should we go? That would actually make a good song.
Oh yeah.
When was that song written?
I think 1980s. That's by The Clash. Did they say
The Clash. Yeah, it's by The Clash.
Yeah.
So I was like, when was that written? '81.
Yeah. 1981.
How does Temple not know it?
Apparently The Clash doesn't
Does
exist
The
in
Clash
this
not
universe.
exist in this universe? Well, that's sad. Who's gonna call London and tell him?
London here.
Shut down.
Wait, does it actually
What?
exist? I have to check the dialogues if London actually exists in this universe.
Did my joke just go over your head?
No, it did not. I know the song. That's probably like, other than I Fought the Law, London Calling is probably the other song that everyone knows about from The Clash.
And also Rock the Casbah.
True. But you know, the breaking the guitar against the stage is just so much more well known. Like parodies
Yeah.
of that scene. You see so many parodies of that scene in anime.
I mean, it was kind of classic. But the,
Oh yeah.
what's funnier though is that the Who were more known for breaking their stuff on stage.
Enough of this.
But the,
A screamer.
Wait, how did I suddenly chunk him?
oh, he's dead now.
No, it's not dead that died before you even started talking over calls. I just
I know.
I'm
saw what
not
happened.
separating it like this. I'm
I mean,
not
I
getting
am
any oh,
Pretty
hold
much
on.
full uptime.
There's someone with growing power here, so that also helps.
Is it not me?
It's probably also
Pretty sure
you.
it's me.
It's everything.
Skuldra, rally and attack. Stop the Hex, stop Flare, and what's left of the Rippers.
I have no idea what I was shooting, but it had a lot of HP.
That's Mesa Life. But no,
I
yeah,
saw 1.2
the Who are the
million
ones who
shot
are
pizza.
the Who are the ones more known for breaking their instruments. Which, do you know the story of Jimi Hendrix in the Who?
Yep. Oh no, not between two of them. No.
So the Who at Woodstock went on before Jimi Hendrix. And they knew Jimi Hendrix had picked up their proclivity for breaking his guitar. And so, not to be outdone, they put gunpowder in the bass drum, or the kick drum, They destroyed the whole stage. They smashed all their guitars. They did all this crazy stuff, and then the kick drum explodes. What is Jimmy? And then they like as they were leaving, they're like, "Yeah, Jimi Hendrix, he can't steal our thing. Like, breaking our guitars is our thing."
Mm-hmm.
And you know what Jimi Hendrix does?
Did he set his guitar on fire?
Yes, he plays the national anthem on his guitar,
Yeah,
and
with
then
his
he lights it on fire.
Yeah, I remember that now, yeah. Gosh. They were built different back then.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I think I remember the story about, you know, Jimi Hendrix lighting his guitar on fire while playing. I just didn't know what the context was.
Oh, he didn't light it on fire while playing it. He finished what he was playing, and as the guitar is like feeding back and reverbing, he sets it on the stage and lights it on fire. And then he like worships over it as it burns while still hooked up to the PA system.
Yes, I
And so it
remember
makes
that
some
now,
like
yeah.
pretty ungodly, crazy sounds. Good times.
Awesome, we got the
blueprint.
blueprint. Yeah, it was like the thing from Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt where they do all the parodies of a lot of famous moments in music. Yeah, I think it was Garter Belt, you know, in the place of Jimi Hendrix doing the, you know, kneeling in front of his burning guitar.
You talking in the comics?
Not the comics, I think it was in the show.
Okay, I haven't seen the show. It's been on my
Yeah.
watch list for a long time, and I haven't got to it. The hat? Ow. Not unless you goof. Sometimes Nautilus pulls stuff, and it just does the weirdest things.
Sentinels do just the darndest things, don't they?
But, I'm actually really behind on my watch list in general. Sort of the, like, I want to watch Apothecary Diaries, and I've been meaning to get into a couple other shows, but largely since the announcement of Witch Hat, I've just been waiting for Witch Hat.
Oh, Witch Hat Atelier?
Yeah.
I think there are some of the... I don't know if it's the books that I found at the local bookstore, but I should pick it up.
Oh, pick it up. It's an absolutely gorgeous manga. I would say that level of art on level with Berserk.
Ah.
The
That's a
author
very,
does some
very good
absolutely
endorsement.
inspired stuff. The story itself is good, but the what makes it really unique is the art style.
Oh my gosh.
The artist
It'll
of these.
I'm sorry, I just noticed that the Screamer will get... If you kill the Screamer in the middle of his speech, he will actually get cut off. Thank you. That did not happen prior.
Yeah, that one
He'll
talking
continue
died too fast
talking.
that it just didn't register. Anyway, what I
Yeah.
was saying is, Witch Hat Atelier, one of the things the artist does that's really impressive and cool is leaving the panel lines, or leaving the panels.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, in a better way than you think it is. Like, leaving the panels is no, like, revolutionary thing. but the Witch Hat Atelier will use panel lines to storytell. Rather than just being kind of like a gimmick, the story will progress the temple chassis. Let's go.
There we go. Oh, hello, Minnie.
Having you along means that I don't have to do a lot.
I mean, it's not like I'm doing much either, except, you know, holding down the mouse button and just spinning around. It's just spin to win with a little
No,
more
I know.
steps.
Kind of what's glorious is that, like, I just beat everything up, and then off everything goes.
The thing is, like, we haven't hit 15 minutes yet, and we've already done full rotation.
Yeah, we're cruising. I'm gonna take credit for speeding things along.
Oh, by all means.
I'm having no luck keeping up with damage, but does it matter?
Look, to be fair, you have a Severgoth and a Mesa here. I don't think you have to worry about keeping up damage.
Oh, I know.
Enough of this. Ready? A screamer.
Gosh, we haven't even hit 20 minutes, and we are at... Oh, you did kill him fine. I wanted the comedy. Come on. Oh, you also have an acolyte with us. And it's violence.
Violence
Alright,
is turning
where are
violent.
you?
What is your purpose? You make defenses go faster. Oh my god.
Oh gosh, you reminded me of another version of that. I came up with that a while ago, I just cannot remember it. Hello, Wiggs. Warframe is framing. We
Hey,
are,
Wiggs.
I think
Yeah, we were
Warframe
framing
is
the
fun.
wars and grinding away.
Yep. We got a temple chassis and a few parts of the riot 8x8. I think we got the
Yeah, we're
stock
making good
and
progress.
the receiver. Yeah.
How are you, Wiggs? Also, I should have shouted out Twitching. I'll do that now.
Yep. Shoutouts are good. Shoutouts always good.
Yeah. I need to get better about shouting out my friends.
That, and plus doing it on Blue Sky as well. I just don't have I don't have everyone's name on Blue Sky.
Yeah, I need to be also better about, shouting out raiders on Blue Sky.
I'm basically using Blue Sky in general. I look at every now and then I look at Blue Sky and I'm like, yeah, nothing here is interesting. And then switch off to something else.
Yeah,
Am
I
I
mean,
too old?
I'm generally not. I don't know. I'm generally kind of disillusioned about social media stuff, so like I don't do a lot on
Huh.
it. I'll
Likewise.
post like things here and there, but I don't tend to like to play the game, so to speak.
Old, old witch yells at cloud, so on and so forth.
Old hag, yeah, I'm hag maxing. Leave me alone.
I just remembered,
Man, they're gonna keep running into me.
and I was thinking about, safety stops and having to remind people to be safe, and I'm like, yeah, 20 years ago when I was, building robots in high school, and then I stop and wait and go, bloody hell, is that already 20 years? It's scary. It's really scary.
I'm
I
not
tell
quite
you.
at 20. I'm old. Hold on, wait. I'm older than you, and I'm not at 20 years for high school.
And so we learn the importance of
Yeah, it's
clarity
almost 20 years for me.
and purpose.
19. Bellicose, Kamisato, Opulence, Doti. Energy. Energy is fun.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, I haven't had my 20-year anniversary yet. That's not for another several years.
Perhaps shocked that Norn is younger than us.
Had me worried for a moment there.
Okay, let me check on what parts I have.
Yeah, fun fact, you and I are older than the usual demographic of VTubers. We're hag maxing.
Mm-hmm. I'm still missing
So
this
as
bloody neuroptics.
we get the
I'm
gun,
gonna do. I have. Yeah, no, we need the barrel. That's all we need left. But I'm making it
Oh.
now. Whatever parts I have now, I'm making it now. I might as well. No reason to wait, right?
I don't know, I usually wait so I know what the heck is happening with the gun, but
Hello. Too late. I have already pushed the button. Cannot stop me now.
you do you, boo.
Alright, what other things can I do? I put the Chakur on, I realized it's not as good as I wanted it to be. Which is a shame. I want a weapon that's like thematic. Mesa?
I'm long past my point of
Oh.
cry, but that's okay. Gotta keep being cute out here despite them. Hell yeah. That's the name of the game, right?
Oh yeah. Which one is this? This is... Okay.
But also,
Yeah, break.
something,
Let's go.
something, get off my lawn.
That's all we have time for.
My lawn. Get off of it. Back in my day, we walked uphill, both ways and in the snow.
Alright, I
Am
feel
I
like
doing it
starting
right?
to meme on this. I'm gonna do Gara.
What memes can I do? Let's see what memes are available. I could use Ash. Oh no, the problem with Ash is that it's just really, really tricky to get a proper lock. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use Banshee. Banshee is why I also brought Takur. Because that's also... It gets incredibly silly.
Fair enough.
Okay.
We are
Yep,
in ads.
whereas
You
in
may
its
want to
time.
just hang, let it roll through ads.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. And it's... I have Molk augmented here. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Hey, Captain!
Hey there, Captain. Using the rare WTF on my reading emote. People need to use that more. It's hilarious.
It is a good one. Also, I you a little bit this morning after I woke up.
Oh.
Her model's so cute.
It is.
Turned out so well.
I mean, I got used to her old model, but I really like her new one. I'm sure in time I will enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. How are you tonight, Captain? I mean, I'm sure people are going to say similar things about our models.
True.
Well, I mean, maybe a little bit like yours will be a bit more of a shock than mine is, but
No. Okay. Well, the thing is, you kept your clothes the same for the most part. Although the thing is,
yeah, I want the
people do not
I
really
understood
see below
and
your
make changes.
shoulders much. They did make
I know.
some changes, but people do not normally see below your shoulders.
yeah. I mean, let's be honest. The like the cami and the cardigan are kind of my thing, right?
Yeah.
Those are the focal points of my model, right?
Yeah, but you don't have it up right now. That's kind of the thing.
Actually, I'm a little low. Hold on, let me just scoot myself up a little bit. There we go. Now my
That's what
cami
I'm
and
saying.
my
The entire blood tank.
I'll be bigger tomorrow.
Yeah, once you have your model and we're still prepping for it, just make it bigger and bigger every day until it takes up your whole screen.
But no, but yeah, no, it's like the joke was more the hat for you. The focal point's the mushroom cap.
Oh yeah.
That's the joke. But the less of a joke is that it like the cami and the really comfy cardigan. Those are kind of those are the big focal points that I really wanted to keep. But I did decide to let the artist who's making my live 2D take some liberties.
Their rage is vehement, their focus
In fact, I asked them
Funny that you
specifically,
have-
give them
like,
all warriors
Oh yeah.
they was like, here's my character sheet reference, and then they did that to a T, and I loved it. And then I was like, alright, I really appreciate that. Can you do it? Are we doing this?
If they're gonna do this, let me just grab some of these real quick.
I need to kill one more box.
There we go. Wait, kill? What are you doing with these boxes?
Killing him. You find one now.
Oh! You're doing the Starve of the Beast one, not... Okay. Okay, the last one is down there, so...
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this
But
party
anyway,
started.
my artist came back with a like near 1-to-1 rendition of what I'd asked for. Which, while fantastic, was sort of like, okay, cool. I really appreciate that you stuck to the design, but I do want to see what you have to offer. Ooh, energy problems.
Oh, I just realized something. Okay, with the way
What's that?
resonance works, resonance plus dual what it talks about. Like two very similar things going on here. Oh, this is gonna be great.
But yeah, my
Nice and
artist was
easy.
like, yeah, here's a 1-to-1 version. And I was like, all right, cool. Can you give me your take on it now? And when I got back, I was like, all right, here are the things that I like and here are the things that I don't like. And we went from there.
And you see, I want that dress with wigs. You know, having an entire model, or at least having an entire idea of what the character will look like, kind of does help. Like, knowing what... It's probably easier to design a whole outfit, even if you're not going to use it.
Yeah.
Because you know how everything
mean-
just bounces out.
Until it wasn't.
Yeah, for me, the thing about it is like, I know what my model looks like. I know what I want to look like, but I also want the artist to put their own touch in it, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
I want to have something that that artist brings to the table that is different than what my original artist gave me. Not that Eris didn't do a spectacular job, and not that I don't love my
Oh, he
character
did.
sheet and my PNG. Yeah, he did great. But, yeah, it's just one of those things, like, as I worked with my new artist, who, admittedly, if I wanted something radically different, I would not have picked them. Because I picked someone who is shockingly close in style to Eris.
Yeah, I picked someone who was rather different in style. So, by that virtue
You
alone...
yoinked my
even
first
if-
choice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sort of kidding. I wouldn't have shown you them if I had intended to, like, be jealous about it. But they were at the top of my list until I found my current artist.
I like all the straggler. I don't know why the bloody hell they put all the... You, please, enough. Thank you.
Should we stay or should we go?
But yeah, no, the artist you picked was actually like, I was pretty sure I was going to commission them for my live 2D.
Sound check?
I'm sure they would have done a good job.
And then you started,
Well,
oh, yeah, I think they'd have done great. And then you started looking at it very heavily, and I was like, well, then make sure that we don't end up with, like, a 4-month disparity between us. I should look and see who else I could find. And then I found my current artist, who's spectacular. They're everything I wanted. Alright, so it turns out, not the best choice, Gara.
does she need LOS for her new?
It would seem so. So where the heck did all my energy just go? My goodness.
Oh god, do we have... Now does this Corvex have the new augment? Let's see.
It looks like they're pulsing, but
No, it's...
I also don't think enemies are getting close enough.
Send in a screamer.
How dare! How dare! He's
I'm sorry, what was that?
sneezing.
Oh, okay. Let's get it.
How am I only at 300,000 damage? Why is my damage so low?
Eggs. Let's go kill some eggs, shall we?
Just gonna stand on him a little bit.
Chico's on him.
Kind of.
Seriously.
Sort of Gara's thing.
So many. So many ribbon slivers. That's the thing, like, I can buy out the shop
A degenerate and a vile.
for like,
Silence flare now.
what? 30 ribbon slivers a week. And then we have what? Over 1,200 by now?
I mean, I at least have 1,000.
Yeah. So it gives us what? 10 times 100. So we're good for maybe a year? A year and a half? Or half a year? I don't know. Don't make, I don't feel like pulling out the calculator right now.
You put it away?
Yeah. Well,
How will I know how many more runs I
trying.
need to do to have a David Bowie amount of, Temple?
David Bowie's? Hey, hold on, fine. Let me see if I have the... Oh no, I still have it up. I still have it up.
It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine.
It's all okay. I still have it up.
I mean, I think that if we farmed that much, we could be heroes. Wait, I just realized, you know
I am
Temple's
stopping
name is
my
a
head.
reference to Rush?
How so? I'm not too familiar with Rush.
The Temple of Syrinx from their song. Is it God, I always forget the name of it. 2021.
I don't know. Because the band name is apparently Temple and the Rippers. So I don't know if it's a reference to anything. Yeah.
Lex and Flare, what real vocal
The Rippers
sound?
part,
Hold
I
on.
don't know.
Release the screamer.
What?
I mean, you have Stone Temple Pilots as well.
That's true.
Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots was 1989 to 2003, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Agara's not great in this arena. She's struggling a little bit to get rolling. I said with the most kills. Okay. Oh, my energy's fading.
I'm not exactly
You're far
doing
from it.
much
There it
overkill.
goes.
Or rather, I don't think I'm doing that much overkill damage. So, question for you and perhaps everyone else in chat. So, you remember, like, famous composers, Beethoven, Mozart, and so on and so forth. 100 to 200 years from now, who do you think would be the composers that would be remembered from this era?
I mean, are we talking classical? Because we've got a couple.
In general.
Okay, because
I mean-
like, if we're doing classical,
I
the
mean, you can have John Williams,
Oh,
Hans
glass.
Zimmer, or even Uematsu.
yeah,
I mean, I'd say Uematsu is a fair call.
I wonder.
Just for kid, because
Let's see who else. I mean, I guess how recent are we talking here? Because the classical composers are spanned over like 100 years.
okay, 1900 to now, basically.
There's
I
Gershwin.
mean,
Gershwin's pretty much already there.
yeah, hold on. What is that talk? What was that talk?
Tchaikovsky? 1900s, early 1900s. Or no, wait, no. Tchaikovsky is gonna be late 1800s, early 1900s, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so... Because the thing is, Tchaikovsky's already considered, is he considered a classic type? Like, if you consider him, would you consider him modern?
Yeah, I would consider him pretty modern. He
Okay.
was 1840 to 1893. So yeah, he's 1800s. But I'd consider the
And
1800s
you'd
pretty
still consider
modern
him not?
in the grand scheme of it.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, what about Stravinsky?
Enough of this. Ready? A screamer.
Now, to be fair, Stravinsky did live to 71, which I didn't realize. That dude was old. He's
Oh my
he's
goodness.
1882.
It's
1882 to
1971.
1917. So yeah, that was old.
1971, yeah.
It's a long life.
Oh, yeah. How could I do that? Let me see.
Okay, I finally ramped my damage up enough. Jeez.
Okay, Copeland passed away in 1990. That's actually also a pretty long life.
Copeland, yeah, Copeland's also a, Copeland is also going to be remembered. Copeland's pretty great. The
I mean, I
the
can
Rite
follow
of
for
Rite of Spring
Spotify.
was written in the early 1900s, though. So like,
Yeah.
that's like 1920s, I think it was Rite of Spring?
Appalachian
Oh,
Spring,
are
you
they
mean?
leaving? We can go. I'm
Okay.
talking about a Stravinsky. Appalachian Spring by
Oh.
Copeland. That, I don't know when that one was written, to be honest.
Oh, 1944.
But if we're talking like not classically trained musician or classical musicians and classical composers, 100 years from now,
Okay, like,
the Beatles. The Beatles are an easy shoe-in for 100 years from now. From like 100 years from their ascension, they're gonna be so popular. Easy.
mm-hmm.
Like the Beatles are shoe-in. Probably. I was about to say Arlo Guthrie, but I think Arlo Guthrie's already there. Or not Arlo Guthrie. What's Arlo Guthrie's dad's name? Woody Guthrie. Woody Guthrie might died in 67, so Woody Guthrie similar to
Yeah.
Beatles. If we go, I think David Bowie for sure. David
Oh,
Bowie
yeah,
has
definitely.
David Bowie and Queen probably both have a body
Have a
of work
really
that'll
strong legacy.
stand the test. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think my question was more, 100 years from now, what will kids in elementary school be learning about music history in general? What will they be exposed to?
Beatles. The
Yeah,
Beatles.
Beatles is a good one. Beatles, Bowie, Queen. I think those are all good ones.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue that if you were covering kind of broad strokes in just a history class and you were going through like 1900s and like hitting on major points and stuff like that,
He knows nothing.
there's
Oh,
a
yeah,
definite
Beatlemania.
bump where the Beatles happen.
They think they already know.
The
Yeah,
Beatles, the
Beatlemania.
Beatles weren't just like music. They were like an actual like the world kind of went huh and bounced over the Beatles. Even though they were only
Oh, yeah.
active for like 4 years, they shifted the landscape of the entire world. Like the Beatles' run was really short,
Yeah.
which makes it
despite
all the
their
all the
impact,
crazier because people forget.
Yeah. Just how short they were versus just the magnitude of their impact.
Yeah. Yeah, they were 1963 to 1966 is the Beatlemania years. Their last album was released. Yeah, like 1963 to 1970. You can pretty much argue. But that's without John Lennon. John Lennon was out in is that oh god, when shot 60 like late 69? But their last album was Let It Be, which was 1970. So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. Very short bump that the Beatles existed in. 1963 to 1970, really.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, like the ones that stand the test of time happened between 1964, arguably 1965, and 1970.
Well, I don't.
Kind of crazy
I
to think
suppose
about.
it's too early to say. Anyone from the '90s who would have stood the test of time. It's probably too early to
Oh,
say that.
90s. I mean, I'm sure we have a couple. I'm just trying to think, because the 90s are weird. Nirvana might actually have the staying power. Green Day's also pretty solidified in there, in terms of, like... But if we're talking, like, in terms of actual, like...
Is it Green Day from, like, late 80s to...
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, 1987. I'm just digging through my music library right now, just incredibly amused.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah,
It's like, it's tough to say for the 90s, because the 90s, like... Well, let's be honest, a lot of the 90s music started in the 80s, and then sort of gained prominence in the 90s. So if we're really talking about music that, like, really kicked off in the 90s, we really should be looking in the 2000s.
True. You know, I'm surprised that U2 is. I'm always surprised that it's 1976 when they started. Because they always seem so recent to me. I mean, even with... What was the first album I listened to? Yeah, I think I first listened to How Did This Man's on Atomic Bomb, that's 2004. But things like, you know, The Unforgettable Fire and Joshua Tree, they're much more recent than they really are. Like, those are 1984 and 1987, respectively.
Here's a band that I'm of the opinion should be in that list. It is actually 90s.
Go for it.
Wilco. Wilco is actually 90s. Your silence tells me the last time we talked about this, you didn't go listen to Wilco.
No, I did not. You're going to have to send it to me. Huh? Oh,
I don't know that I did send it to you, but I'll send it to you after the stream.
okay.
But yeah, I would say Wilco, probably a 90s band that should stand the test of time. But I don't know, maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll see. I mean, we'll just have to get old enough to know
we won't.
who survived, right? What do you mean, no, we won't? We just have to live forever, and then we'll find out, right?
I don't know if I want to live forever. At a certain point, it gets boring.
Long enough. Yeah, true. Okay. Long enough so that, you know, we don't get bored. I don't know, maybe just when we get bored, we put ourselves in cryo sleep, then wake up. Hey, is there anything interesting now? No? Then put me back to sleep. Alright, we can probably go for maybe one more run before calling it a night. Unless there's something else you wanted to do.
That's an early night.
It's nearing 11 o'clock. You really want me to be staying up at midnight?
I guess we did start late. That's fair.
Yes, sorry about that.
We kind of let time wander away. Okay, one more run. Who do I want to play?
So much.
Been a yappy night.
Which
nice.
Not a
I
bad
like
thing.
having yappy nights.
It is nice.
Yeah, okay. I think... Did I manage to do the thing? Yeah, I haven't played Atlas since I did the thing on him. Okay, cool. I want to do an Atlas run. Let me punch.
Okay. What should
I like
I
the way
do?
my Atlas looks, but I wonder if I can make him look any different.
Thing is, Excalibur's not actually good in the later section.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
fair.
Let's see. Let's see if she can finally earn her.
Oh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
Yeah.
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe...
If I was to switch something out for Fireball, what would it be?
An Ember?
Yeah.
Nourish.
You know?
I mean, Nourish is the brain dead choice, right?
Right.
I don't need this ability strength one anymore. Can I get rid of it? Not today. No, I cannot get rid of it today. Oh, maybe. Well, no, not today. Okay.
Yeah, I don't need healing because I have healing on me now.
Yeah, Ember's got plenty of healing. If you build Ember right, which you should use the healing stuff, Ember's got a lot of healing. Ember's practically invincible. Ember's main problem is she still does lose a lot of energy.
Which is why you have
like
Nourish.
she's just very... Yeah,
Wait.
which is what Nourish is for. I mean, you can kind of be, like, pseudo world on fire if you put on Firewalker.
Oh. I have Fractured Blast.
Fractured Blast can be good on her.
You know what?
She's got all the armor stripping. Roar is also good, because Roar increases your heat ticks as well.
Alright, I just did a Arch on Vitality to put it on her. I had originally adaptation, but you know what? Let's go, Arch on Vitality.
Archon Vitality is always good. Let's see what else is there. A lot of my other suggestions would require weird things. Pyrotechnics would kind of be funny. But you don't have pyrotechnics available yet. Probably.
No, not yet. I mean, I'm almost done. I can almost buy everything with heartstrings if I really wanted to.
Geez, you've done a lot more farming of this than I have.
It goes pretty fast. And I got lucky on some runs. That's basically it.
That's fair.
That's right. Because Healing Flame gives me Overguard, I can activate Arcane Truculence. Which means...
Yeah.
Spiral stacks for everybody.
Ember good. Ember very good.
Ember very fun. I still have not gotten her...
Praise
the Ember.
on her what?
I have not gotten her heirloom yet. And this is probably going to be
Oh,
the run
worth
which
it.
convinces me to get the heirloom or not.
Yeah, it's worth it. Praise Pablo was what I was going to say.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
I don't think Pablo has been perfect, but I think generally Pablo has a really good idea of what makes a thing fun and how to make it balanced and fun at the same time. And you know it's going to be extra good when he underplays something.
It's for my bandmates who never got a chance to play for you.
If the music lives, they live.
There we go. Everybody gives energy.
Oh, Atlas is in a good spot now. Very funny.
Yep. Give me all the love. That lovely Overguard.
Just rock him, sock him for 1,000,000 damage.
All done.
I really need to find a way to get Tigris to work. I don't know why it's having so much issues.
To get what to work?
This isn't art.
Tigris. I mean, I have a mean, you know, 7-shot and double-barreled shotgun build, but still. Everybody burns.
What's so dangerous about a little rock and roll, Vixer?
Do they fear the corrupted evil, right?
You know what actually is a good touchstone for music that might stand the test of ages?
Oh? What is it?
The first Guardians of the Galaxy film.
Hmm. Okay.
Like, just about everything in that movie is pretty iconic.
Good point. Why the bloody hell are those things up there? That is incredibly
Outlet.
rude of them.
They're all your guys'. I'm gonna try not to shoot my gun.
Enough of this. Ready? A scream.
Abolish the abomination! Kill its creation!
Okay, you have no armor and you're still chunky.
Punched him.
I saw, like, you went from really chunky to just absolutely gone. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm unpulverizing. Very funny. I highly recommend you try Atlas. I think you'll just giggle.
I'll just have to figure out a
I
good build and
severely
probably-
underestimated his. Don't make the same mistake I did. I severely underestimated the amount of ramp up that Atlas had. Like, I'm punching for over 5k.
That's not good, 5k?
For 5 million, sorry.
That sounds much more like it.
Hey, I'm rock'em sock'eming for 5 million.
Literally rock him. Alrighty.
Where is he?
He's right down here. And see that? No armor.
Where'd he go? Come here, I want to punch you. Rock'em sock'em.
You cannot be spent, demon. Not while we seethe.
Does the guitar call us demons?
Sound check.
Yes?
2, 3, can't kill me.
Pretty much everyone who knows of our void nature calls us a demon. I mean, even the void calls us a demon.
I mean, we are kind of a void demon.
What do you kind of? We are a void demon. Everything's good. Yep, I'm seeing you are at the top of the damage. That is amusing.
I'm not firing my gun. You're a rock'em sock'em.
You rock and stone. We should probably, you know, I'm actually We should probably ask if anyone else plays Deep Rock Galactic. It would be a fun collab game.
You know who I know who plays Deep Rock Galactic?
Who plays Deep Rock Galactic?
Twitching.
We should rope him into more stuff. Absolutely.
It won't be hard. He practically drags himself in.
That is true. And we love him for that. We probably should be like, you know, hey, we're doing this, we have open lobbies, so on and so forth.
I mean, we've made it pretty clear with Monster Hunter that our lobby is open.
I'm kind of surprised it's just, you know, I thought there'd be more people playing Monster Hunter. Not that there hasn't been a lot of people, but just, you know, among our friend group.
I think it's a lot of people want to are doing their own thing with it, and then they like, if they're streaming, they don't want to jump in someone else's stream and like feel like they co-opt it.
I suppose we're in a unique position because, like, most of our streams are together. But, like, what's wrong with co-opting? We're always co-op.
Yeah, but we also don't really regard these as like a dual stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know random's random, but gosh, I'm wondering why this guy, we've heard so many lines that are new from him. And yet some are just repeats. That's it. Sorry.
Is that a sneeze?
Yes, sorry.
I mean, I've sneezed a couple of times on stream myself, so I wouldn't apologize.
Usually I mute my mic in time, but right now I'm using both hands.
That's kind of my take on it. Calm down. Jeez.
We were just getting started.
Like VTuber models with feet. Why do you need feet? I just realized. When did you say that? How long ago was that? That was a while ago. Jeez, I'm sorry.
That was a while ago. That's why I told, and that's why I said sometimes you want to, you know, you see the whole thing so the entire outfit makes sense, even if you'll never see it.
Yeah, I just had missed it.
Yeah, that was the context for why I said that then. I just realized I don't have any shards on her, do I?
How's she feeling, by the way? How you liking it?
I can't exactly tell how well I'm doing.
Am I rock'em sock'eming too hard?
I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
say
I guess
that's
if you
an
want an
issue.
answer... If you want an answer, look at the kills.
Yeah, you have twice as many kills as me.
Yeah, but look at the third person.
It's a limbo. I think there's a bit of an issue there. I know, even if it's limbo did nothing but weapons. Okay, they're trying to do kills. I can definitely see that they're at least trying. Okay. He's got a Koopa hack. He's got a Koopa hack at 40. That's actually kind of shocking.
And we're sort of hard carrying right now.
know, crazy enough, I feel like I want Spiral Tempest on her.
I mean, I can see it working. Do all the fun status effects, as they
Yeah,
say.
if I want to do that. Oh. That's not enough status effects to do, like, the gain power strength for each status effect you inflict. She doesn't do that many different statuses. It's just, you know, fire and more fire.
Yeah. Not that fire isn't probably the strongest status effect in general.
The strongest single, and not combined effect.
Yeah.
Because it just does everything. Damage over time, armor strip. It's a little bit of everything. And it stacks indefinitely. That's actually the other thing that's really important about it. Oh, you. Welcome back.
Hannibal, a quest for me.
Hey, Kate,
Thank
welcome
you,
back.
traveler.
Ooh.
Thank you for the posture check. I
Box
have been
should work for
slipping
the,
down my chair. Well, stretch and hydrate.
Hannibal,
Get a strap.
a quest for me. Thank you, traveler.
I eat in this wonderful day, IQ.
Hydrate, oh no. Blubble, 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 blub.
Oh my goodness, you got no you. Okay,
Yep,
we're having
someone
an
else
issue here.
got the posture check. Come back here. Come back here.
Something's wrong here. Temple is taking too much damage.
What's
I don't
wrong?
think we can sustain this much longer. Temple is taking way too much damage.
Yeah, we're done after this. The limits is genuinely I'll hang here. I'm gonna re-summon the rumblers.
Yeah, we
Get
do
some
not have.
CC. Start rock'em sock'eming a little harder.
Yeah, I think.
I'll get to the rest of
unfortunately, our
the.
limbo Fred. We can't continue carrying the
Not
limbo.
good.
Yeah, the limbo is.
No,
having
no,
an
we
issue.
can't. Basically, like, there's only 2 of us playing.
Yeah.
No wave 10.
Like-
Dad.
Well, I thought that wave 10 matters. This is the last wave. This is the last wave for rotations. Three rotations now.
I know.
3 waves per rotation.
I know.
Or should we go?
And so
No, we're not carrying you anymore, buddy.
clarity and purpose.
I'm a little bit too single target. Or a little bit too own targeted.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Good run though.
So, good run overall. I'm going to go drop off some stuff with the Hex, and let's see, who can we raid?
Oh. Where did I just get pulled? What just happened? Oh. You pulled me into
So what you trying to do off?
I did not mean to do
the
that.
sea. It's fine. I'm not worried about it.
Hey, how's it hanging? So, who's this
Just
for?
surprised. May as well slam my thing to cap.
Madres, muy bien. Nice. Hey, be safe.
And yeah, the posture check is an easy quest, but it is funny to give the no you quests out. They're trying to go to. Eleanor, that's who I wanted to talk to.
What'd you say? A touch of the macabre.
Yeah, I'm curious. A second copy for a lot of these arcanes.
Yeah, I should hold on and maybe pick up an elemental vice in case I want to change things.
You may, of course, touch
Let's
the
see.
merchandise. Only be aware it has a tendency to touch back. See you in your dreams.
Okay. So let's see.
Rick.
While you're figuring that out, what do we got? We got the Velociraptor twins. We've got Kath. We've got RP who's playing Warhammer.
We have Pyrrha.
I know you haven't interacted a lot with RP. Oh, there's Pyrrha. How long has Pyrrha been streaming, though? Oh, Pyrrha's with friends. We should raid Pyrrha.
Alright then. And we have Lynch.
Pyrrha's
Lynn as
with,
well, but,
with Ender,
Oh, they're
and
space
I don't know
engineers.
who that other person is. Yeah. Let's read Pyrrha.
Alright then. We are space engineers. We are engineers in space.
I meant to look at the mission results here. Before we finished. I did 50% of the damage. I got 1 headshot kill somehow. But I got 281 melee kills. So I'm assuming that 10 of those melee kills, or 10 of those kills that I got here were from my rumblers. I used 311
Sentinel.
abilities. Or Sentinel. Yeah, I used 311 abilities. I just full-on rock'em sock'em.
Mm-hmm. It's the life.
Atlas is goofy.
Hyuk? I cannot do the goofy voice, I'm
The
sorry.
melee fortification on Atlas is also just good.
Wait, this is... Does it scale off armor? Does this attack scale off armor?
Oh, it's a
No
good
way.
question. I think it does. Hold on. Finishers with explosive sliding punch repeat up to 3 times for combo attack. Each hit of the 3-punch combo increases the radius of the attack. Energy cost is reduced with each hit of landslide. Let's see, his coming in a knockdown while on the ground. At the statue's duration is that stone duration, 3rd punch, enemy multiplier. Is it on the fist itself? No, there's no special ability on the fist. Maybe it's not.
It's not, but... On the other hand,
let's see.
it can allow you to... let's see.
Maybe it's
I mean, he can use
I'm gonna
arcane battery,
away
which
my
is nice.
ads.
Alright. I shall do that as well.
Yeah, I've got arcane battery on it for sure. Let's see. Path of statues, rebel heap. When above 1,400 rebel heap, landslide costs no energy and deals ×2 damage and travels ×2 faster. That helps, but I have trouble getting up to 4,000 or 1,400 rebel. 1,400 rebel's the high lofty goal.
Yeah, because everything
yes,
dies too fast,
He can,
so...
yeah, he can get up to 2 times damage off of that, but I'm not using that. The main reason for the main reason to run for arcane fortification or fortify is it just makes him tankier. And if you're only gonna do melee kills, you may as well rock an extra chunk of armor, right?
That's fair.
Like, I'm sure I could do melee exposure or like something like that, but like, I don't know, there's not really a gain melee damage when you have armor.
That's a shame.
And
Alright.
he red crits pretty reliably, so melee duplicate doesn't help me. Anyway, yeah, I also put Nourish on him. Because Nourish is silly.
Hell, yeah, I mean,
Anyway,
applying viral is always a good thing, and, you know, more energy is nice, especially if you're just chewing through chunks of it with your punches.
considering
Alright
I'm
then.
running a 45% efficiency build and I didn't run out of energy, yeah.
Alright then.
Okay,
Thank you
so,
for coming by, everyone.
thanks for
And
playing
thanks for
with me.
playing, Akshia. Alright,
Yeah, it's
talk
fun.
to you soon.
Okie dokie. Alright, so, again, tomorrow, Final Fantasy patch. We're gonna work through that. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna see if Pictomancer's worth sticking with. Wednesday no stream as always. Thursday, probably doing the extreme fight with my Savage Static. And then we're gonna go into Friday. So you and I are still a little undecided on what we're going to be doing. It might be a fighting game. If it's a fighting game, I might be inviting people. We might have a party. Saturday, I am undecided on what needs to happen on Saturday, but we'll figure it out. I don't have a whole lot else to say. I should probably throw to chatting. What else is there of exciting news? Not a lot of news to give out right now. We're kind of just business as usual. Next week is going to be Savage. That's gonna, for those of you who haven't seen me raiding Final Fantasy, which if you have to have been the last week for you not to have seen me raiding, I will be talking to people. You won't hear them. The main reason for that is respect for them. And they can say what they want without fear of it being stuck on the internet. So they're allowed to be themselves and be whatever nonsense they want to be. I don't want people to have to watch their mouths if they're just playing with me by happenstance of me being in their group. You'll hear me talk to them and respond to them. Sometimes it won't make sense. That's okay. What else is there to talk about with them? Yeah, I will. I've also promised them that I will be generally positive about them. I have no intention of bad talking them on stream. And besides, not only is that rude, I also don't have a reason to bad talk them. I like them. They're good people. So yeah, potentially look out for an early Thursday stream. If I gotta do a lot of grinding in Final Fantasy, I might turn the stream on and just grind away on stream. And we'll go from there. Fee is asking if we have a raid message. Let's steal her. Alright, Fee is asking for raid message, so we'll go ahead and do for non-subs or let me see if she replies. Sorry, she wants another raid message. I'm working on it. We're working on a raid message, everybody. We're actually preparing before we hit the raid button. I know, weird, right? We never do that. Um... Okay, we'll do that one. Okay, so, raid message for everybody. Gonna be this. Oh, I messed it up a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, let me fix it. Raid message for everyone is this. If you have a sub, you can do this one. If you have a sub, it's that one. Okay, I need to hit the raid button and we need to raid in. Because I am bad and I was distracted by Fuyu. We need to get out of here before the rest of it happens. Alright. right, so I bid you all farewell for now, and until next time, travelers.